Ladies, damn. Fuck it. Hey, it's the AEW Rampage Review Show, man. It's yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold. He is the flyest in the room. Host of all things AEW, King Tuco. What's up, bro?
Ooh, that was a ugly ass Hurricanrana by Will Osprey. But yeah, that's the type of night it's been, man. It's been an off night. It's
Bro,
just
I couldn't even make it through the introduction. Like, I'm so mad, but I had to laugh it off. So I'm like, all right, okay.
it ain't you, man. It's on AEW. It's on SmackDown. It's all over, man. It's just, but that's okay because we gonna prosper and we gonna push through, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your AEW Rampage episode, man. Like my guy said, man, or like he tried to say, I'm your king. He is your tribal chief. Uh, Eddie Kingston, Hager.
Yeah.
Not a bad match. It wasn't. It was sloppy. It told a purpose. You know, Eddie Kingston's matches got that storytelling of being that feisty underdog that get his ass whooped, but he'll never know when to quit. And
Right,
and
right.
and
He like
Hager,
Scrappy Doo.
right? And I think this is Hager's first loss. Like this is his first singles loss. I haven't seen Hager get pinned in a singles match.
That's true.
Oh no,
That's
he lost to Warlow. No, I'm sorry, he lost to Warlow.
yeah,
Never mind. I
yeah,
take
yeah,
that back. He
yeah,
lost to Warlow.
yeah.
Never mind. He lost to Warlow. But yeah, man. I didn't expect a clean finish. So that right there was a surprise that that Hager got that. He took that one. But not a bad match, man. What you think?
No, not a bad match at all. Yeah, like you said, I'm surprised that Kingston won. But like you said, man, when it comes to Kingston and his matches, we've come to expect not really a wrestling match from Kingston, but more of a fight, more of a brawl per se. You know, Kingston, he brings that street style persona to the ring. So whenever he comes in, man, he treats it like it's a street fight, you know, like we are here in the hood. So I
Mm.
don't really expect a wrestling match for Kingston. I'll tell you what though, that boy Hager laid one mean chop on his ass. My boy Kingston said, "Time to take the singlet off."
Spot, 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 spot. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
I was like, all right, well, my boy showing off the titties. All right, he hurting. Like, let's go. But overall, man, solid, solid.
Oh, Trent, like Trent might have rolled his ankle a little bit, but yeah, man, not a bad opener, man. Definitely something feisty. Kind of get the blood pumping a little bit. Then of course we got a Britt Baker promo, man, letting it know to be Tony Storm, Jamie Storm. I was about to say Jamie Storm. I don't know who the hell Jamie Storm is, but Britt was talking to Tony Storm and was telling Tony Storm, "You can't jump the line. All right, there's a pecking order. This ain't another company where you just get to lose and you just get a title shot. You got to actually win some matches here to get
Right,
a
right,
title shot.
right.
So, of course, something could come from that again, which I'm not mad about. I like seeing those two together. And then, of course, man, we got the Ortiz and Jericho promo for the hair versus hair match that will be coming up this Wednesday, along with a couple of the great matches we got for next Wednesday. Road Rager, AEW Road Rager next week. And then, of course, man, we got Jay Lethal and Singh beating up a few jabronis. Nothing really special. Then of course we got a little Hookhausen promo. We got these two guys just kind of riding in little golf carts, doing their thing. I guess. Hook. This is what Hook's doing now. And then of course, then we got It was a pretty decent match. Uh, I definitely saw the reason why I call her Dry Velvet, because she is damn dry in the ring. But I must say it did kind of pick up towards the end. Real Velvet versus Statlander, which was pretty cool. It wasn't a bad match. They definitely gave it some time.
Oh, yeah.
Tony
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
he definitely gave the women time. Like I said, it wasn't a bad match. It definitely picked. It kind of dropped off a little bit, but picked up towards the middle end, and I did like the reversals that they were doing. I'm like, okay, all right, man. You two have been in the ring with each other enough. You should have a good, rapport with each other, where your pace and everything should, it shouldn't look like the norm. It should have a little oomph into it, and I felt they kind of picked it up a little bit. So I do appreciate that. But my girl got the win. Statlander got the win. The resident alien. Boop. Uh, then of course. But what are your thoughts on that match? And of course, she got the beat down, and Athena tried to come out, but they already had security and the referees already out there blocking her from getting to the ring. So, what
That
did you think of the match, man?
annoyed my soul. That
Yeah,
annoyed my soul. Any other time, it take the referees a year and a day to stop some shit. Then you got one of the smallest people on the goddamn roster. Y'all just ready, locked, loaded, and ready to go. I'm like, really? Really? But when Warlord here whooping y'all ass, y'all gotta go, y'all gotta come 25 deep from the depths of hell, and y'all just ready for little old Athena, huh? Okay, sure. But no, hey, so it look like we're gonna get the Athena versus Jade Cargill. Not mad at it. Like we finally starting to kind of see, Jade starting to get some legit competition. And we know Athena, she ain't no slouch in the ring. She can really go. And then of course you got Chris Statlander, Red Velvet. Like, they doing their thing, but I think Chris is gonna be somebody who's gonna be a future contender for Jade Cargill as well. Definitely can't wait to see them two ladies go at it. So yeah, man.
yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Like you said, Tony gave it some time, and you're slowly but surely starting to kind of see other women slowly getting built up outside of Britt Baker, which I'm not mad at.
Yeah. No, 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 no. And like I say, man, it's a process. We got to give Tony. He's had too much time to fix this problem, but like we said before, he needs he needs other people. He needs people that are a little more seasoned. Regardless to where they're from, he needs some more seasoned people, and he
Yeah,
got that, and it has definitely helped. They just need to shape it to a respectable level. And once they get it there, the women's division is going to pop off, man. It may rival the knockouts, but it may rival it. But
man. Two, go.
again,
I got a question for you. I want to
what's up,
ask.
man?
I want to ask a couple things. One, today Paige announced that in July her contract with WWE will be expiring, and it's official. She will no longer be with WWE. And she says, "Never say never. Never rule out a return to the ring." So we got that news coming out, and she's made it known she wants to get back in the ring. She's ready. Ain't been clear about WWE, so she's taking it upon herself to let her contract run out and get on up out of there. One, two. What do you think of the rumors that AEW and New Japan possibly were doing title swaps with the main titles at the Forbidden Door pay per view? If that is something that is going to happen, I'm curious because lately it's been AEW taking everybody's championships. What do you think of the prospect of another company holding the world title for AEW this time around?
I can see that. It would be cool. I would see that person more on AEW though, where they'll face the AEW talent and they'll face some New Japan talent. It could be a one-off thing. Uh, having an interim champion kind of allows them the ability to do it, where it doesn't really taint the championship. Punk is out. He's not going to relinquish it. They're not going to force him. They're going to let him get the surgery, take the 6 weeks off, get back, get healed, come back to finish championship. But in that time, we're going to have someone else be the interim champion. And why not? Why not have a New Japan if it happens that way? Well, it can happen that way. It's fine. It just depends on who it is, but we kind of know who it may be. Uh, if they happen to win, that's cool. In a way, you're paying that receipt back. The fact that you had one of your guys hold, multiple championships from other companies on your network, and though they got some light, people got to see them, people got more interested in them because it's like, oh wow, he's holding that championship. They're holding that. They're bringing that. They're talking about it like it has some prestige. Let me
Right.
check out what this is and where it's at and where it's from and what it does, and try to get it, try to see it as much as you can. But no, I think that was I think it's only right that if you're going to have an interim champion, that you would have one that possibly could be from New Japan.
Now, what are your thoughts on Paige? Paige says, I'll be in the
Um,
ring again. The return is where and maybe.
I ain't gonna lie, Impact would be great for her.
Mm,
AEW would be good for her, but I think Impact would be better. But at the same time, how good is she really to go? That's the $1 million question. When you're thinking of Paige and her injury and what she went through, and yeah, we've seen others will she be good enough to go? Will she be able to handle it? Will she be able to take the bumps?
Right.
Like, is this not going to put her in a Big E situation right now? Like, you don't want to see that. We've already, we've already missed out on her for so long now. So it's like you rather see her be able to be upright and move correctly than to, ooh, man, that was nice. Than to cripple herself even worse. So uh as long as she's good. She's got to be good. Like she's got to be Daniel Bryan edge kind of good, where it's like, yeah, nah, she can go and do this, even if she doesn't wrestle a lot, but she can go and do this. I
Right.
then okay, sure, I would love to see it, but I wouldn't be mad if she goes to Impact.
All right, man. Two goals. So I mean, we got some interesting news. Tony Khan also said, expect very soon a lot of AEW returns,
Yeah,
especially what I'm saying, injured superstars as well. Tuco, man, we one of the things we said about AEW, there's been so many people that's come and gone. There's so many people that we feel like have been gotten forgotten about because of the influx of talent over the last year or so. Bro, does this give you any excitement, man, when you hear Tony Khan saying that there's gonna be a lot of returns, but people who are already in AEW coming back, and of course people coming back from injury as well. Uh, does that do anything heading into Forbidden Door and moving forward? It kind of shaking things up a little bit.
it does exactly that. It shakes things up because we already got a Miro coming back, who's already back. So that's a plus in itself because we've been wondering where he's at. So what's going on? The Call Up podcast.
Yo,
So
yo,
it it it, it it's a oh my, I can't wait to see, because like I said, we're getting guys coming back, and as long as we're getting guys coming back, that brings up new matchups, new contenders for championships and whatnot. And that's what AEW is about. So we get a Miro back, we get a Orange Cassidy back, and a couple other people that may be out. Of course, Kenny Omega, but I don't expect Kenny no time soon.
yo, I don't
Kenny's
expect
the
I don't
one
expect him
person
the
I
rest
don't
of the
expect
year.
Kenny to. I'll be surprised, man, if we don't see Kenny till 2023,
Yeah,
and I mean mid around this time, 2023, when we see Kenny Omega. Like I'm not. Oh man, Trent and them got the victory. Wow, they pulled it off. But yeah, no, I definitely don't see that happening until then.
my boy Leo says that four-way match for the Mid Atlantic Championship at Forbidden Door sounds nice, and it does. It does. I really like the concept of that title. I know we talked a little bit about it back on Dynamite, but I really like the concept of the Mid American Championship. Basically, their intercontinental. Tuco, man, it's been a couple days now. We've had some time to think about it. We've had some time to kind of sit on it. Uh, People, man, are like Fro, they're kind of questioning, is AEW becoming too saturated with the world title, well, with the titles in general, the number of titles they're coming out with, and of course we still ain't got the trios championship yet. We still ain't got the women's tag titles that we waiting on. So those are two more belts that we're anticipating but haven't gotten yet. But now we've gotten the Mid Atlantic. What are your thoughts now, man? I mean, do you still feel the same as a couple days ago? I mean, to me, I don't think it's that big of a deal seeing how many people they've been bringing in. What are your thoughts, man?
I like it. I liked it then when they announced it. I like it now. And again, because when you look at, okay, let's look at the championships they have.
Yeah.
We always said that, okay, they got the AEW championship, they got the women's championship, they got the tag team championship, they got the basics, the foundation. You always needed a mid card championship. Now, the TNT championship was seen as a mid card championship, but I always said I see it more as a TV championship. It's a
Right.
belt for that new star, that star, that guy, that presence that you want to put on TV. That's what I feel like that championship is. This Mid Atlantic championship, yes, it's a copy of every other. I mean, it's the IWGP US Championship, the United States Championship, the Pure Championship or the TV Championship for Ring of Honor, the Intercontinental for the it's a mid card championship. It's the belt for the person that you need to know if they can be world champion, and you need a belt like that. So now I mentioned this is where I think this belt comes in place over the trios because you can do a trios championship, even though there's already a couple of organizations doing it already. Um, but when you think of the trios, honestly, you don't need a trios championship. I think having a mid Atlantic kind of mid card champion with the tag team championships get you that where you got a guy that's the standout single star, but you still have a tag team. So
Right.
it's like it's almost kind of like the bloodline and evolution kind of thing, but uh, not every faction will have it, but the ones that are definitely worthy of it, like a House of Black. Can you imagine a Malachi Black as the Mid Atlantic champion with
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy and Brody as the tag team champions? Like,
Yeah.
man, that'd be a nice little if they done right, that could be a nice little group that you could put together. So as far as the championship, like I like the tournament and the way they're creating it. I like the concept of it. See that's my thing. It's not just hey, here's a new belt. We putting it out here. They had a nice actual concept of it, and it I can't be really I can't be picky about everything, man. I mean, damn. Yeah, wrestling isn't what it used to be, but I can't I still love it. I can't be picky about everything. I mean, I can be. Most people are, but I can't be picky about everything, man. I don't have a problem with it. They just didn't bring it out and just make a rinky-dink championship. They put some thought behind this championship. Like there was some real serious thought put behind it, and the fact that it was on the wraps because no one really saw this coming.
Right.
So that right there gives it, for me a little bit of importance that all right, man, like this is a direction they want to go in, and I'm not mad at it, man. Like I said, it's a you need a true mid card championship, and I feel like the TNT and TBS championships are just that one to that like for Jay Cargill, like she's definitely come up where a lot of people, they still kind of shit on her wrestling, but a lot of people actually like her character. So she's somebody you definitely want to see on TV more. Where I think the more established wrestlers will get to have this Mid Atlantic Championship and have somewhat, main event type of title matches with it with other people.
No, no, absolutely, brother. You hit the nail right on the head. But too cold, man. We have officially wrapped up the AEW Rampage
Yeah, yeah.
we got that out the way. We talked a little extracurricular, man. Any last parting words for the people, man, before we get on off here and wrap it up for the night?
Uh, just to touch on the main event, man, that we just got done watching, man. It was actually a pretty good main event. Even
Yeah,
though we're talking, but I definitely watching it. Uh, I like Will Ospreay and the Aussie. They definitely got something with them. It was actually a great match, man, because Trent Beretta he works well with FTR.
yeah,
They were flowing
yeah.
great, man. Like damn, like
That's what happened
they
when you
was
were the
really
best
moving.
tag team in the world, man.
I mean, they are, man, but when you think of a guy like Trent who's great with two different types of tag teams, so it's like he understands the dynamic. And but them guys obviously, they know they all knew how to work the ring, and it was a pretty exciting match, man. So definitely more interested. I'm definitely into the Forbidden Door. Want to see where this is going to end up. I have a feeling FTR is going to end up putting some titles on the line. I'm not going to be mad at it, but again, Tony is working his hand, man. You got this Ring of Honor. You got AEW merging with New Japan. We had the partnership with TNA and AAA and NWA. Like, man, Tony's working his hand, man. He's wrestling is definitely hitting a high point, and it's really and as much as you give credit to Cody for when he was there and what he did, and you can't disregard that man or discredit him for what he's done, but Tony's got a vision. Yeah, he may be fanboying on a lot of those decisions, but yeah, man, he's got something going, man. And I even though people say the hardcore fans are gone in wrestling, you can't rely on us. You got a lot of people coming back, man. You got a lot of people tuning in to Impact and what they're doing. You got a lot of people tuning in to New Japan and trying to get it and see what they're doing. You got people tuning in to NWA and CWC and all these other ones just to get that itch of something different, and than what the normal is, and of course, because we know how watered down WWE has become over the years. Uh, it's there's something different to see and watch, and we all get to enjoy it.
Really quick, Fro says, yo. And to you, we say, yo.
What up, bro?
Fro. Also, the NBA Finals is going on tonight. Forgot about that. So I gotta go check the score of that in a minute. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. But hey, it is what it is. Guys, girls, and everybody in between. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW.
I'm so sorry for earlier.
It's all good. It's all good. Call me Mr. Johnson says absolutely correct. Call me Mr. Johnson. How you doing? Good to see you as always. Hey, really quick, man, before we get off, man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. I feel like today has been such a bummer for us. I want to give y'all some love. Fro says the Celtics are up 91-90. That boy Jason Tatum channeling his inner Kobe. I don't know, man.
Finally.
Hey,
He
what's
was
crazy?
playing bummage kind of earlier.
Hey, who would have thought, man? Two Cleveland boys would have had to choose between our greatest rivals, the Celtics and the goddamn Golden State Warriors.
And I'm choosing the Celtics, but we'll see.
Of course.
But because Steph Curry hit a shot and the dude fouled him, but they didn't call the foul and he hit it anyway. So it's like, oh Jesus, this dude here, he got a bum ankle. Yeah, bum ankle my ass. He's still knocking down shots. Hell yeah, man. Still knocking down shots.
I'm telling you, Wardell is an alien, brother.
Man, he's something. He's something. he a monster for real. Shit. for real, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna check that out, man. But no, man, like I said, good, decent show. It was cool to talk with Josh Alexander earlier. Talk with the Impact champion, and as like I said, he get ready to fight Eric Young at the pay-per-view Slammiversary. But that was just that was really, when we tell you last minute card subject to change, that was a last minute card subject to change.
Hey, before we get off, Fro got a really good question. And this is actually a really, really, really good question. Thoughts on Kiera Hogan using the Hogan name? Seems like one of those names that shouldn't be touched. I agree. I agree.
But it's a real name though, right?
You know what? I'm not sure. I don't think.
See that I if it's not a real name, then I don't know why. But I thought it was kind of a real name. I know some people do, some people don't. But I never really I didn't really think that should have been her last name. Like I don't. You're right, Fro. Right now it's just like Kiera Hogan. Like what? Why are you calling yourself Kiera Hogan? Like what are you? What is Hogan like about you? Because you don't just, regardless to why you think the name shouldn't be used, when you think of Hogan and wrestling,
right.
You have a certain level comes with that, and you damn sure don't want to have that name, and you don't reach that level. So I don't know. Maybe they'll change it after a while. We'll see. Maybe it'd be Carol Batty. I don't know, after a while.
Fro says the Celtics are up 90. Oh no, Golden State's up 95-94.
I told you that boy Steph. He just be doing shit. He just be doing it, man. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. Gotta go to work in the morning. We'll see you guys Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the Generation of Wrestling podcast. As always, it's yours truly. I am the 28-year-old piece of gold. He is the host of all things AEW. He is your King Tuco. And until Sunday, we will see you when we see you. Peace.